Good morning, everyone. This is Srikant Rajan. Welcome to the Stock Market Podcast from mpiinvest.com, the only community where you get guided assistance to invest in stock market, bonds, mutual funds, fixed deposits, and all kinds of insurance. If you are not a part of this amazing community yet, visit our website mpiinvest.com to join the free investment community. Coming to stock market yesterday, the Nifty opened gap down at 15,710, but then major power from Reliance, ITC, Hindustan Unilever and ICICI Bank supported Nifty to go higher after 2 p.m. and we could see the market rallying at the end of the day, rising it to 15,835. The FIIs continued to sell in the Indian market. They've sold for 2,149 crores, while the DIAs have bought for 1,688 crores. Right. So, and also if you look at the US market, since they were closed yesterday, we don't have any major cues from the global markets yesterday, but only thing that we really look at is the Indian market. Of course, if you look at the major economic event that's coming up, that is the FOMC, the Federal Reserve minutes of meeting coming up on Wednesday, which is after the market close in India on Wednesday. So that's the only thing that we're majorly waiting for from the US market. But apart from that, we have to be depending on the Indian cues. So coming to Indian market, of course, the most exciting thing that I could always talk about is the ITC. ITC has risen to a 3-year high, touching almost 291 rupees per share. And that's something really amazing because it has been giving an amazing dividend return also of more than 5% every year. So that's something, bringing a lot of cheer to all the investors in ITC, which is kind of unlocking its potential right now when the market is in a bad shape. Coming to some country news, India is having one bad news. India's merchandise trade deficit has grown to a record of $25 billion. So this is in June because, this is much higher compared to a year back when last year June it was 9.61 billion. Where is 9.61 billion deficit and where is 25 billion? Right? That's almost 2.5 times more. So deficit majorly is contributed not just because of the higher imports, but also because of the higher price for the crude oil, which is at one of its peak price right now. And India's major import commodity is, of course, crude oil. So this is in spite of India's merchandise export increasing by 16% year on year to $37.9 billion in June 22, which is the highest ever recorded in a month for India. If, just to understand, the imports have expanded by 51% year on year, and majorly this is because there is a 94% rise in petroleum and crude import. And so much rise in petroleum and crude import when the price is at its peak is something which is, becoming a problem for the country. Not only petroleum and crude, we could also see a 241% rise in coal and coke import and a 169% increase in gold import. And that's exactly why if you see over, I think last week on Friday, we could see tonnage down when India implemented a new import duty on gold. So probably that can contain to some extent. Let's see how things take shape. However, one good news that we can always be positive about right now is that India's forex reserves stands at $600 billion, which is kind of good. So that's the only thing that we can look at right now. But until the crude oil prices come down, this could of course be a major concern for the country. But will that take care of things? Because not only crude oil, the coke imports also has grown higher, which is something that needs to be focused on. So India definitely is looking for more focus on renewable sources of energy like solar and wind energy, and that is what most companies should be doing right now, and that's exactly where Tata has pitched in. Yes, Tata has a lot of good news today. Let me tell you about that. For the first one, of course, goes with Tata Power, which is investing in a 3,000 crore mega solar plant in Tamil Nadu. In fact, this will be their second manufacturing unit after the first one, which was set up in Bengaluru. And this is one of the largest solar manufacturing. This helps Tata Power to become the largest solar manufacturing company in India. In fact, they operate a production capacity of almost 6 135 megawatt of power production at Bengaluru right now. And with the addition of Tamil Nadu, this is going to be something really big. And that's exactly why we at MPI Invest are very positive on Tata Power. And we have been invested in Tata Power right from the price of 100 rupees. And it is already trading more than 200 rupees today. So that's something we are really happy about. We are glad and we are holding it onto it right now as well. Tata Motors is in news again as the Mr. Chandrasekharan has actually come out and told that there is strong demand seen in JLR, commercial vehicle and passenger car demand. And in fact, they are expecting a bigger second half for this financial year. That's something really amazing. So we are looking for some good positive news in the Tata Motors side as well. Titan is in news again as they are going to start selling jewelry in North America this financial calendar. So that's yet again. So adding to a lot of power to Tata Group. So Tata Power, Tata Motors and Titan together would probably give a lot of positivity to Tata right now. Apart from that, there is another good news wherein we had actually discussed yesterday about the SDFC Twins merger being cleared by both NSE and BSE. Now they've also got approval from Reserve Bank of India. So that's a great news. And now the only thing I think pending with them is the Competition Commission of India, which should approve it. And once that is done, things should take shape there. So this could be seen as yet another positive in the market, and that's something we need to look out for. Apart from that, there is some bad news for Kotak Mahindra Bank as RBI has imposed a monetary penalty of 1.05 crores for non-compliance of directions by RBI. So it was found during a regular audit that there are some compliances which are not met, and because of which this penalty was put on Kotak Mahindra. Though it's a small amount, it can dent slightly at this kind of time. But of course, I don't see big falls coming in for Kotak Mahindra. Apart from that, we could see Indigo. In fact, Indigo crew members are on mass sick leave. Because of their pay and allowances, which they are not really happy with. So that is kind of pulling down Indigo as well. However, this could be a temporary situation which should get sorted soon, and probably this could be also opportunity to kind of add Indigo to portfolio, because otherwise the company is fundamentally strong. I don't see any reason why things should go wrong when the economy itself is reopening, being one of the major air carriers in India. So apart from that, if you look at SGX Nifty right now is trading at around 15,854, which is pretty close to where the market was yesterday. So we might see a flat opening today, but I am discussing this as of 6:50 a.m. So things could change by the time the market actually opens. And today being Tuesday, I would generally get onto the market a little late. So let us see how things market open there. But however, on the lower side, I would say 15,700 is a major support, which if broken can lead to 15,500. But on the higher side, 15,900 is something that we need to watch out, because even if the market opens flat, it could take some resistance at 15,900 and try to return back. But if at all it is able to sustain higher above 15,900, then 16,000 is the next major level to be watched out. So these are the major levels to be watched out. Apart from that, if market consolidates, we at Gold Club, of course, will continue to make some profits. So with that, this is Srikant signing off. But before we leave, do press the like button and share this with your friends to help them learn and invest together with us. Goodbye. Have a profitable day. Let's catch up in the evening for the evening market podcast.